Welcome everybody. This is part 3 of my business mentoring program within doTERRA. My name is Leah from Blissful Being, and I'm hoping that you've watched the first 2 videos that give you a real introduction on how to start and how to start sharing and building your doTERRA business. So today's video is all about commissions and placement and rank advancements, because all of those things are really intertwined. So I really have to explain them all together for you to understand how it all works. So if it seems a little bit confusing at the time, bear with me, because I'm sure that once I have explained all of it, it will make more sense at the end. Everything's a little bit tied in and intertwined with each other. So you really do have to hear the whole lot to understand it. So I'm just going to share my screen with you now, just one moment. And I will talk to you as we go through some slides. So there we go. So this is part 3 of our business mentoring program. So first up, commissions. There are quite a few different types of commissions that doTERRA uses to pay us, and they're not all relevant at this time. The ones that are relevant at this time when you're starting out are your Fast Start commissions, your Uni Level commission, and also your Power of 3. So there are other bonus leadership pools and diamond leadership pools and other kinds of various bonuses and things. But as I said, they're not quite relevant at this early stage. So that's something that you will learn more about as you progress, and something that you need to become aware of when you are thinking about or about to reach the rank of silver, which I'll get to soon. So these are the ones that we're talking about today. So Fast Start is the type of commission that you are introduced to. So this is the commission that you get off of enrollments. As with all of our commissions, you are required to make a 100 PV LRP order in the month of when you enroll the new people. Okay, so you need to have a 100 PV LRP template set up in your account to access Fast Start commissions. So if you are enrolling people for the very first time, you need to, and your upline or myself will help you to set up a 100 PV LRP before you actually enroll those people. Because what happens is doTERRA, when they log in to pay you your commissions, they look in your account and they see that you have an LRP template set up there. So your template doesn't have to be shipped yet, so you don't have to have paid for and processed your order, but the template just has to be sitting there. If you're not sure what an LRP is or what an LRP template is, please watch the previous video, which will describe that for you. So once you have that LRP template sitting in there, then doTERRA will pay you your Fast Start. If you set up the template and process it before your Fast Start is paid, and then go in and cancel your LRP template, they won't pay you, and you don't really get a second chance. So you need to have that template sitting in there at all times. So you can very well pay for your very first LRP order and never have to pay for another one again. So the way to do that is, if you say, let's say it's the beginning of the month and you're having a class, if you set up your LRP template to process at the end of the month, say the 28th or something of the month, and you have a class and you enroll 4 or 5 people, maybe you share with another couple of people throughout the month, by the time your LRP comes to that 28th of the month when it's going to process, you've got enough commissions in your account to pay for it. So that's just basically making the point that you don't have to process your LRP before you get the commissions, just as long as it happens in that month. So if you hang tight and have it at the end of the month, then you can pay for it that way. Our Fast Start commissions are paid weekly, and this is the commission that we earn off of enrollments. Okay, so enrollers can earn commissions up to 3 levels, and I'm going to explain that now just in a little drawing. So Fast Start commissions is 20% of the PV value of the order, and you earn that in commissions for the first 90 days. So that's their enrollment order, and if they go on LRP straight away, you're still getting 20% for that first 90 days, which is pretty cool. Now the 3 levels that I'm talking about, I will explain here. So let's say this is you, and this is where this intertwined business starts. So bear with me and you will understand a little bit more about this when I talk about placement. Excuse me. Choking on my own. Spit. Okay, so that's you sitting there, or me, so I'm Leah. And let's say my first enrollment is Joey. So I am going to earn 20% in commissions of whatever Joey orders. Oh, I should stop sharing my screen, just one moment. So I'm going to earn 20% of whatever Joey orders. Now let's say Joey goes down and she enrolls Elsie. That means that Joey is going to earn 20% of whatever Elsie orders, but I am also going to earn 10%. And that's because I enrolled Joey. Okay, so that's where this 3 levels up goes. So it goes down one more level as well. So Elsie, she enrolls Mako. So Elsie is going to earn 20%. Joey is going to earn 10%. And I am going to earn 5%. So that's the 3 levels that Fast Start commissions are paid up. Okay, so even though I didn't enroll Mako, I might not even know who Mako is. I'm still going to get 5% commission off of him because I enrolled Joey and Joey enrolled Elsie and Elsie enrolled Mako. So hopefully that makes sense. So Fast Start commissions really are the bulk of the commissions that you get in the beginning, because you're just starting out enrolling people and everyone's within that 90-day period. So you're getting lots of commissions there. And the commissions that we get, obviously 20%. So if you sell a home essentials kit, you're going to get around $50, just under $50. If you sell an essentials collection, you're going to get just under $30. Okay, so you really only need to sell 3 home essentials kits in 1 month and you've paid for your LRP order. So I'm just going to share my screen with you again. Why did we skip forward? Sorry. Oh, there we go. So that's our Fast Start commissions. Paid weekly. They are accumulating for the first 90 days. So likewise with this diagram that I showed you, if Mako down there makes a $500 LRP order in his first month, I'm going to get 5% of that still. Elsie's going to get 20%, Joey's going to get 10%, and I'll get the 5%. Okay, for the first 90 days of whatever they order. All right, so that's Fast Start commissions. The next type of commission that we have is called uni-level commissions. So likewise with Fast Start, to be able to earn uni-level commissions, you need that 100 PV LRP, and it needs to process at some point within that month. Okay, uni-level commissions are paid monthly instead of weekly like the Fast Start. And this kind of commission ticks over after the 90 days. So once someone has finished with their Fast Start commission, it's been 90 days and you've been earning that 20% that whole time, they move on to uni-level commission. Okay, and then they're on that from then on. So with this type of commission, both the enroller and the sponsor can earn commissions off of it. So in the diagram that I showed you before, these were all enrollers, okay? And they were earning the commissions because they actually physically enrolled the person. So with uni-level commission, I'll just rub this out. You don't have to have enrolled the person to get commissions off of them. So I'm just going to demonstrate that in another quick little drawing. Okay, so let's say we've got these same people here again. But how about I'm up the top there and I actually enrolled all of these people. So I enrolled Joey, I enrolled Elsie, I enrolled Mako. I placed them one underneath each other, and that's what we mean about sponsor. So I'll get to sponsorship in a moment, but for now, being the sponsor just means where it's placed. So Joey is the sponsor for Elsie because Elsie's placed below her. Mako is the sponsor for, Elsie is the sponsor for Mako because Mako is placed below her. All right, so Joey, Elsie and Mako have never enrolled anyone before, but I've enrolled all of them. So I'm going to get the 20% Fast Start commission off of all of these people. Joey, Elsie and Mako get no Fast Start commissions because they didn't enroll anyone. But when that 90 days ticks over and they move on to uni-level commission, As long as Joey, Elsie and Mako are on 100 PV LRP orders, they will actually receive uni-level commissions. So after the 90 days, Joey's going to receive uni-level commissions from both Elsie and Mako. And Elsie is going to receive uni-level commissions from Mako, even though they didn't enroll her. So this is a really awesome thing for a number of reasons. First of all, it can allow people to access commissions that aren't into building or sharing the business, and that can actually spark them into wanting to share and build the business. So if somebody is not an active sharer, but they're an active orderer, so they're on LRP all of the time, that 3 months ticks over and you've built a bit of a team under them because they're on LRP, they might start getting a bit of commissions. So that might, make something spark in their mind that makes them go, oh, I'm earning money and I'm not even doing anything. Imagine if I actually try, because obviously they love the oils if they're ordering them all of the time. So it really gives people a little bit of a boost and a head start in not only building their team, because they've got people in their team already, but they're starting to get commissions, which can really spark that interest in people. So the structure of the uni-level commissions is fantastic, very clever. I'm just going to share my screen again. Okay, so both the enroller and the sponsor can earn from uni-level commissions. Uni-level commissions are paid in levels, and they're largely dependent on placement and rank, okay? And uni-level commissions become the bulk of your income over time. So in the beginning, the bulk of your income is your fast starts, okay? Because obviously no one's ticked over into that 3-month period. But over time, your uni-level commission will double, triple, quadruple what you earn in fast start commissions, and it really does become the bulk of your earnings. And it's also residual income. So that's income that is being earned while you're sleeping, while you're working, while you're not working, okay? You don't get paid per hour, you get paid per volume, okay? Which is a really amazing way to earn money. It's a smart way to earn money rather than per hour. Okay, so this is a little diagram that's just showing us a little bit more about uni-level commissions and how they're paid. So I mentioned that they're paid out on levels. And it's dependent upon rank, and it's also dependent upon placement. So as you develop through these ranks that we're going to talk about in a moment, your percentage of uni-level commissions is multiplied, all right? And I had this drawing here of Mako, Elsie and Joey in one straight line down, which is how we place people, and I'll talk about that soon, because this is how we earn our uni-level commissions. So I've got people in one straight line going down underneath each other, which means that these are my qualifying legs. So Joey's level 1, Elsie's level 2, Mako's level 3. So they're going down in one line, and that's allowing me to earn a greater amount of commissions, because as you will see, as the levels go down and as you increase in rank, the percentage per level goes up greatly, okay? So if I was to place everyone on what we call my front line, so if I placed Elsie, Mako, Joey, all on my front line here, I would only ever get 2% commission from anything they ever ordered, okay? Because they would only ever be on that level 1. So building in what we call depth, one underneath each other, allows us to access a greater amount of uni-level commission. I hope that's clear. So this is very self-explanatory. You're getting, so for each order that, say I've got someone on my level 7 levels down, I get 7% of the total of their order, okay? And 6%, and so on. And it depends upon your rank, what percentages you get from each level, okay? And it also skips, using what we call dynamic compression, it skips people who aren't ordering, okay? So I'll just do a little diagram here with a few more levels down. I'll stop sharing my screen. Okay, and we've got all these people here, right? So I've got one long leg, and let's say I'm at a level where I'm getting 7% on my 6th leg, 6% on my 5th leg, 6% on my 4th leg, and so on. So let's say I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 layers here. Let's make it 8. This bottom person's on LRP, which is great. That means I'm earning commission off of them. Perfect. This next person is on LRP, which means I'm earning commission off them. That's perfect. And it keeps going up my 7 levels. But what happens if someone, let's say this person here isn't on LRP and they're not ordering? Does that mean that I miss out on that? What did I have? 7%, 6%, 6%, 5%? Does that mean that I miss out on that 5% of income? No. And what dynamic compression means is that doTERRA just moves up to the next person that is on LRP and they pay you there. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you've got 20 layers down and only 6 people on LRP, you'll get commission from every single one of those 6 people. Okay, it just jumps up and skips the people that aren't on LRP, which is great for us because it means that, you know, we're more likely to get a larger amount of commissions. Otherwise, you'd be missing out on a huge bulk. So I'll just share my screen again. And I hope this is making sense. It is a little bit confusing at the beginning, but once you have a look at it a few times and really get to know it a little bit better, there's also some great YouTube clips that explain uni-level commissions and dynamic compression a lot better than I do. So I will also share those with you as well. Just let me know and I can explain it further. But basically, you're getting paid on levels and it's moving up. This is what I was talking about these leadership performance pools, and that's something that we don't have to worry about just yet. But when you get to the rank of silver, you get 1 leadership performance pool, okay? When you get to gold, you get 5. When you get to platinum, you get 10, and that's a lot, you know, like it's a really substantial amount of money. And then diamond, you go into it. Once you get to diamond, you enter the diamond performance pool, which is another percentage, and so on. So these are all bonuses from the higher level of leadership of doTERRA and onwards. Alrighty, so that's uni-level commissions for us. Paid monthly, in short, paid monthly can be earned by the enroller or the sponsor, so you don't have to be the enroller of the person to earn uni-level commissions. And you, of course, you need to have your 100 PV LRP set and placed during that month. Okay, so the third type of commission that we are just going to briefly touch on is the power of 3. Now, we don't teach people to build for the power of 3 because what my leader has found, and I completely agree, is that while it's good to get a power of 3 bonus, you're much better off building for rank than building for power of 3, which I'll explain in a moment so that makes sense. But basically, power of 3, if you have 3 people on your front line, and that are all on LRP, and you have an overall volume of 600, then you get a bonus of $50, a power of 3 bonus of $50. So that means that each one of these people on your front line, as well as yourself, would have to have an LRP of 150 to make that up to the 600. Okay, and then when you've got those 3 there, and each one of those has their own 3 people on their front line that's on 150 LRP, then you're going to get a bonus of $250. When each one of those has their own 3 people that are on LRP of 150 or more, then you're going to get a bonus of $1,500. Okay, so that's just an extra little bonus that you'll get, but I don't build for power of 3. So the first 3 people that I enroll, I don't put them all on that front line, okay, so that I get a $50 bonus. I put them, one underneath each other like I showed you in the diagram, okay? And that will make sense when we talk about placements, which is next. Okay, so ranks and placements. There are a number of different ranks within doTERRA, and they allow you to access greater amounts of commissions, access those leadership bonus pools, etc. And they are all dependent upon placement, how people are structured and placed in your team, and also volume, so the amount of sales that you have in your team per month. So placement is crucial to rank advancement. Placement means so what placement means is where the new wellness advocate will be positioned within your organisation. So that's similar to what I was showing you here. Placement is just where they're positioned. So my tree, for example, has lots of different legs coming up and lots of different long trees. So I have to have a think about where they will go and where it's going to benefit me for them to be or benefit them. And I need to place them somewhere. So I look up, say I want them to go under Mako, I'll look up his ID number and I'll use Mako as the sponsor, and that will place my next person directly under Mako. So placement is all about where your wellness advocate will be positioned in your organisation. And sponsor equals placement, or placement equals sponsor. You have 15 days to change the sponsorship of a new wellness advocate. So that means that you can move them within 15 days. So if you put them somewhere and it's at the end of the month and you actually figure out that you need volume somewhere else and it's not actually going to affect them if you move them, then you can change their placement, which is a pretty cool little tool that we have, and one that you will get to know and use as time progresses. So I'm going to start off at Elite. There are a few ranks below Elite, but Elite is our first rank that you really strive to achieve. So it's your first milestone within doTERRA, okay? To reach the rank of Elite, you need an overall volume of 3,000. So that's not dollar value, that's OV value, PV value. None of these people actually need to be personally enrolled. So you can actually get to the rank of Elite and not have ever enrolled anyone in your life, as long as you are on 100 PV LRP. If say there's someone below you and they build and they share the oils with 3,000 volume worth of people, then you, if you're above them and you're on 100 PV LRP, you will actually rank Elite. So lots of people rank Elite from doing nothing, and that's cool. That's just the way it is, and they're going to get uni level commissions for those. So maybe that will spark them to one day start building their own business, and they will have a head start. So that's our rank of Elite, and it really is the first milestone, as I mentioned. It's pretty exciting when you get to Elite, because it's your first stepping stone to becoming a successful doTERRA business person. The next rank after Elite is Premier. Premier is where enrollments and placements start to get a little bit crucial. Okay, so you'll never, if you're not sharing doTERRA actively and enrolling people, you will never progress past the rank of Elite. Okay, so you'll never get to Premier, because to be Premier you need to have personally enrolled people. So Premier contains 2 personally enrolled executive legs. And executive is the rank just below Elite. So executive is a volume of 2,000. Okay, so 2 legs of 2,000 with an overall volume of 5,000. So I'm just going to map this out for you. Oops, I'm a bit closer. So this is why I was talking about building in depth. So there's 2 reasons why you build in depth. Firstly, for that uni level commission, because if we don't build one underneath each other in depth, then we're never going to access that 7%, 6%, 5% of commissions. We're only ever going to get 1%. And the other reason is because we need strong legs, we call them, to rank advance. So when I first started enrolling, I start off with just one leg, we call. So one of these legs, one of these sort of things going down, we call them a leg. So I start off with one leg, okay? So that's me, that's Joey. And then I enroll someone else, I place them directly under Joey, and I keep going down like this. Okay, so I've got one nice leg there, one nice solid strong leg. And until that leg reaches the overall volume of around 1,000 OV, so around 1,000 in volume, or I find someone that is interested in sharing the business, then I start my second leg. Okay, so to start a second leg, you just use yourself as the placement, as the sponsor. Okay, so when you're enrolling them, if you use your own ID as the sponsor, they're going to place them directly under you, so they're going to start a second leg. Okay, so I do that either when my team here reaches 1,000 in volume, or if I find someone that wants to build. And the reason for that is, if I find someone that wants to build and I leave them in this leg here, that leg's just going to get massive, which is okay. But to help you progress, you're much better off putting them up here in a second leg, and then they're going to help you build that leg. Okay? So then I continue to build this leg down, and I don't even think about a second leg for a while now, okay? So maybe by this time, your overall volume might be 3,000. So you've got 2 legs. It doesn't matter, because with Elite, it doesn't matter where the people sit, as long as your overall volume is 3,000. So then you're going to rank Elite. And your next goal is to get to Premier. And Premier, as we just found out, we need 2 legs of 2,000. And an overall volume of 5,000. So one leg could be 2,600, one could be 2,400, there could be 2,500 each, etc. Doesn't matter, as long as the overall volume is 5,000 and each leg has a minimum of 2,000 in it. Okay, so if you enrolled this builder here, they might be building your leg for you while you're still enrolling people in that other leg. So that's, you know, that's the optimum, that's the goal, working with people instead of working all by yourself. Okay, so you're just going to continue to build these 2 legs until they both get to 2,000 in volume and you have an overall volume of 5,000. So you don't have to be doing this all yourself. The best way to go and the best way to build your business is to inspire other people to help you build, okay, and want to work with you. So you don't have to just keep enrolling people till you get to 2,000. You could ask one of these people here. So maybe Joey, you'd ask her, hey, Joey, are you interested in having a class at all? And if Joey has a class, she's going to start, you know, building her own little tree, and that's just going to keep bulking up your volume in that tree, okay? Because that's still all one leg, even if Joey branches out there. Okay, and that's the beauty of this structure of this business, is that we work with people and we all succeed, which is cool. Okay, so Elite has Premier has the 2 legs of 2,000 and an overall volume of 5,000. And building in depth like that is making sure that I'm going to get maximum uni level commissions in the future. Okay, and see how I've got several different layers here. I don't only get uni level commission off of one leg, I get uni level commission off of all of these legs. So that's how it adds up. So you're going to get 7% there, 7% there, 7% there, 6%, etc., all the way up. So it really does add up a lot. Back to share screen. Okay, so the average earnings of a Premier is $800 per month. And that's the average earnings. So when you first rank Premier, you're probably not going to be earning that much money. But as you move through Premier and head towards Silver, then that's when your commissions just keep growing and growing each month, that you are in Premier level. Okay, so average earnings is $800 a month. The next level we go for is Silver. So Silver, oh, sorry, I missed something. How do I go back? I missed something about Premier, I'm sorry. So this is where it comes into play here, and it becomes really important about who enrolled and who sponsored the enrollments, okay? So for me to rank Premier, I need to have personally enrolled both of those 2 frontline people, okay? So the first level down, we call our front line, and they are really important people because they are what is securing your rank advancements and building your business. Okay, so these are my front lines. I need to have personally enrolled them. So someone kind of placed them in my tree without me realizing, or having a discussion with me and placing someone there. I need to have personally enrolled them. And they both have to have an LRP of 100 PV or more for that month. All right, so if your frontliners don't have that, if they don't have, let's say Joey doesn't have a 100 PV LRP this month, I go down to the next person and say that's Elsie and she has a 100 PV LRP, then she's the person that I'm ranking off of. Okay, so you need to go down in your line and find the next person that is on 100 PV LRP, and they're the person that you are ranking off. Okay, so that's your executive person. All right, try and rub that off. Sorry about that. back to sharing screen. So the next rank that we are trying to get to is silver. And silver is the first leg that we reach where we get access to those leadership bonus pools, which are pretty cool. And to reach the rank of silver, you need 3 personally enrolled elite legs. So we found out how to get to elite before. You need 3 people below you that you have personally enrolled reaching the rank of elite in 3 separate legs. Okay, so here's our stop share. Here's our diagram. There's me at the top. And by now I've been working really hard. I've been Premier for a while. And, you know, around here, halfway through the month, I found this lady and she was really, really excited about the business opportunities. And she said, Leah, I really want to share the business. So what do? I put her on my front line because she's going to help me build to silver. So she had a class straight away and she's enrolling people straight away. And I'm placing a few people under her as well because I need some more volume in her team. In the meanwhile, these legs are still growing a little bit because they still need a little bit more volume. They don't need 2,000 anymore. They need 3,000. So I need 3 personally enrolled elite legs. And elite is 3,000 in volume. Okay, so when each of these legs get to 3,000 in volume, and I've personally enrolled each one of those, and each one of those people is on a 100 PV LRP, then I am silver, which is pretty cool. Sounds so easy. Share screen. All right, so the average income of a silver doTERRA leader is $2,166 per month. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a pretty good little commission there. And you're starting to lean towards being able to replace an income, really. The next level that we can work towards is gold. So this is the level that I'm at now. And I'm really, you know, pushing for the next rank, as you would, I suppose. So gold still has these 3 legs. So we don't even need a 4th leg yet to get to gold. But each of these legs needs to be premier. So they're not elite anymore. They need to be premier. And we learnt earlier that to be premier, you need 2 legs of 2,000. So this is Joey here. So Joey needs to start her own 2nd leg and she needs to start building that till she gets a 2nd leg of 2,000 in volume. Okay? And when each one of my elite legs goes on to premier, and I'm supporting them and they're building their business as well and we're doing it all together lovingly, when the 3 of them get to premier, then I'm gold. And obviously it gets a little bit tricky because you've got to really start thinking about all of these things. So Joey's got to have her 2 legs and they need to be personally enrolled. So if I enrolled Elsie, if that was still Elsie, like our original diagram, then I'd need to talk to Joey about either handing Elsie over to Joey, which is an option, or Joey starting a whole new leg, or Joey ranking off someone lower. Okay, so she needs to have personally enrolled these 2 people and they both need to be on 100 PV LRP. And likewise for those other 2 legs as well. Okay, I hope we're getting the gist a little bit. Share screen. Okay, so the average income for a gold doTERRA leader is $4,750 a month. So that's over over 50,000 a year, just over 50,000 a year. So that's starting to replace, you know, a general income really, which is pretty cool. Doing something that you love and are passionate about. The next rank is platinum. So that's 3 personally enrolled silver legs. So I don't think I need to keep going with the diagram, but those three legs that we had already, those 3 need to get to silver. So you still don't even need your 4th leg yet. But when you are gold, that's when you really need to start planning ahead and planning your 4th leg. So that's something that I'm sort of considering at the moment. So we have 3 personally enrolled silver legs and an average income of $8,835. So the average annual income for platinum is around $100,000 a year. That's a pretty low average there, actually. They usually say around $100,000 a year. And diamond is 4 personally enrolled silvers. So to get from platinum to diamond really isn't a huge jump because you've already got 3 of those silvers. You just have to start working on that 4th silver a little bit earlier on around the gold level, and get your 4th leg of silver there, and you're at diamond, which is probably the big goal that we're all trying to reach in the beginning. And that's, sorry, my daughter's calling out to me. I'm just going to pause. Sorry about that. Share screen. So our diamond is 4 personally enrolled silver legs with an average income of $16,000 a month, which is around 200 grand a year, which is pretty cool. And just to sum it all up, there's our performance pool and up. So we've got silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then it goes beyond diamond to blue diamond and presidential diamond, which is just crazy. That's a lot. So yeah, I hope that made those both enrollments, placements, and commissions a little bit more clear to you. And you can probably see what I mean about them all being intertwined. So placement is where the person is positioned in your team, and they need to be placed one under the other. And that has a huge impact on the commissions that you earn through the uni level commission, and also the rank advancements that you need to achieve. So placements is really important, and placements is something that a lot of people struggle with, even myself at this stage, because it's very unpredictable what somebody's going to do. You know, you might place someone somewhere and all of a sudden they become a builder, and you're like, oh, if I only placed them up there, that would have been really good for me. But so that's why follow-ups are really important. It's really important to try and connect with someone within that first 14 days, because that's when you can move them. So if you have a wellness consult, or just catch up with somebody after their kit's arrived and they've perhaps used it for a few days or a week, and then have a catch up with them towards the end of that 14-day period, you can get a real gist of where they're at and maybe what they're thinking and what they're going to do with doTERRA, so you can move them accordingly. Yeah, so I hope that was clear, and feel free to Google further information on uni-level commissions. There's lots of people that describe it really, really well. You can also go onto the doTERRA website, and they have some videos that describe uni-level commissions and the different things like that as well. You can watch further videos from our upline Jessie on placement strategies. And if you have any other questions or queries about placements, always contact your upline or myself if you're unsure of where to place someone. It's also a really good idea to contact your upline or myself if you are trying to rank advance to a level above elite, so that we can make sure that you are the enroller, those people are on the 100 PV LRP, because at the end of the month it can get a bit confusing, and if you haven't figured all of that out, you'll lose out on that rank advancement. So always reach out to your upline or myself, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for Volume 4, Part 4. See you later.